Morning, YouTube. Morning, YouTube. Sorry, a little late. I wanted to start at 11, but I tried to edit a video. I did a Hades video this morning, so I tried to edit it and put it up, but it took longer than it normally took. Of course, set me back a little bit, but nevertheless, I'm here. Appreciate everybody. Um, See if anybody come in. Of course, my PlayStation camera broke, so usually I record my videos, but I've been going live, and I've been like going live. Actually, going live is easier. You don't have to edit as much and do all that stuff. Wait, upload the video and all that. The video is just here, so don't have to worry about that today. But we got a big Saturday overall. For us here with the blog today, MLB Playoffs as the championship series is starting to get heated up. Um, Diamondbacks and Phillies are tied at 2 games apiece. And the Astros has crawled back and now taking a 3-2 lead over the Texas Rangers. So they just need one more win and they'd be in the World Series. So we're going to touch on that. NBA, we just going to touch on some off the court stuff. Andre Iguodala retired. Yesterday I saw that news. We're going to talk about that a little bit, talk about his career. James Harden still being James Harden. I get my thoughts on that. And we're looking ahead to Monday. Monday I will be going live again. I'm gonna do a special Side Sports Video Blog episode 253 will be all NBA. I'm gonna take all day tomorrow getting my notes together for that. So I really haven't thought about the NBA like that. I've been focused on the NFL, so I'm gonna get my predictions. So I think I'll make the finals. Give you my 8 playoff teams, all that stuff. So I'm gonna get all that together Sunday while I'm watching football tomorrow. That'll be one of my things I'm doing. So, but like I said, I just thank you guys. And I also have a big announcement. I'm gonna wait till we about to sign off and get into that. But we got NFL Week 7. Some big games this week. So we'll look into that. I'll give you my picks and all that. So happy to be here this morning. Like I said, sorry about being a little late. Also, after this live, I'm gonna probably take a little break, maybe about an hour or so. Then I'll be back. Play a little Crash Team Rumble live. We're gonna try to do 3 hours of that. So we got a big day today. So thank you guys for being so supportive for the channel. So, all right. So we 3 minutes in. Let me go ahead and get into it. MLB playoffs, like I just mentioned, ALCS. Astros with a big win last night. Altuve, 3-run home run in the ninth. Put the Astros on top for good, and they now take a 3-2 lead. I think they was down 2 games to none. Rangers was just rolling, but now they hitting a brick wall, and the Astros is the wall. And so let's see if the Rangers can respond in Game 6 back in Houston. So we'll see. How this series turns out. But like I said, I like the Houston going into this series just because of their experience. But the Rangers, I think they're going to be competitive for a while. So the West is going to be probably them and the Rangers and Seattle. Seattle pretty much just missed out on the playoffs. So those are the 3 teams out West moving forward. NLCS, the Arizona Diamondbacks, I'm surprised they responded the way they have. Philly won their first 2 home games. Arizona goes home and win their 2 games. So, Game 5 today, pivotal. Let me see, what time do that game start? Is it midday or is it the night game? Because the ALCS is on a break today. They don't probably play till tomorrow night, probably after football. Oh yeah, it's a night game. 8:07 first pitch. So that'd be interesting to see. It's a huge game. I think winner of this game would probably win the series. Diamondbacks, like I said, they was a surprise all year. Kind of laying low. They was leading the division for a while in the beginning. Then the Dodgers came and did what they do, but then they was able to beat the Dodgers in the playoffs. So Diamondbacks are for real. But like I say in any sport, if you're in the championship series or in the East or West finals or in the AFC or NFC championship game, we can go on and on and on. I mean, you're supposed to be there. It's no longer luck. Look at the Miami Heat. Speaking of the NBA, you know, I was guilty of it. I kept picking against the Heat, but it kept on coming, kept on coming. They got to all the way to the finals. Of course, fell short against the Denver Nuggets, but they like it don't matter. Yeah, it's crazy, you know, AFC making it that far, but you're supposed to be there. Especially in a sport like that, where you play a nice series, so you pretty much know who's the better team, in a 7 game series. So, but that being said, though, I think the winner of the tonight's game will probably be in the driver's seat to win the series, of course, because you got 2 chances to get to the World Series. So, um, I'll probably give a quick preview of that throughout the week. Well, once it's set, once the World Series is set, I'll probably give a quick preview. I'll probably do a little short. I don't think I'm gonna do a whole video or a whole live on it. Stay tuned for that as well. So we're just gonna move right along. Like I said, I don't have a lot of baseball fans anyway. So, but like I said, I like baseball. So like I said, I always touch on it, especially during this time of year. But let's get to the NBA. Let me switch up my screen. Andre Iguodala, man. Just to see all these players now. Like I said, I just turned 40. What now? It's been 2 weeks. I've been 40 for 2 weeks. um, and just to see somebody like Andre, I remember when he first came into the league. He actually played with Allen Iverson in Philadelphia. I think twice. I think he played his rookie year with Iverson. Then Iverson, moved around, wound up coming back to Philadelphia. I think he was still there then. Then he wound up going to. I don't know if he went. I think he went somewhere before he got to the Warriors. I just don't remember. Maybe I could pull up his career. Let me see. Let's go to the NBA. Maybe the NBA would let me know. But he was a key, especially that first championship that the Warriors won. He was a big part of that. There we go. He was a big part of that. He had a great career. He was a Sixers. He was the #1 player there. For a while. He had a great career. So um, I congratulate him. But like I said, I didn't know he played 19 years. That just make it seem, make me seem so old, man. 19 years. Um, okay. Oh, so he was drafted in '04. Oh, my screen blanked out. Let me see. Dang it. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to roll. Come on. Yeah, Denver. He played with Miami. But I know he played with Miami as well. Um, but he had a great career. I mean, I like Andre Iguodala. He wound up getting. Did he win? Yeah, he won Finals MVP that first Warriors championship. Um, they because he guarded LeBron, and LeBron sort of ran out of gas. Even though in that series, of course, Kevin Love got hurt. Kyrie got hurt. I think game one. Kevin Love got hurt in the first round, but Cleveland still got over to the finals. And then Kyrie got hurt in game one of that series. Um, so let's say the Warriors going to retire his jersey, which I think, not a bad thing there. But yeah, he had a great career. Like I said, I remember when he was in the dunk contest. Um, but yeah, it just made me feel old that he's retiring. So congratulations to him. Let me see. It says. Like I said it was to a 2015. That's what he won. Yeah, he won Finals MVP. Right. Um, right. But teams were still interested. They said the Warriors was trying to re-sign him again. But he decided to retire. But he had a great career. He was oh, so he was in the draft with LeBron, because I think LeBron was drafted in '04 as well. LeBron, Chris Paul, so he was in that draft. Didn't know that. So um, yeah, so reading this article, I guess read up on it. Um, but yeah, he had a great career. So congratulations to him. I don't think, of course, he ain't a Hall of Famer or anything like that, but he had a great career. So yeah, see, that's why I hate going live on my phone. 'Cause I might get a phone call and it messes it up. I don't know if I might be frozen. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay. All right. I think we should be good. Hopefully now. But yeah, he had a great career. So um, I just wanted to give my congrats to him as well. Um, but he was definitely a big part of that Warriors championship teams, for sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. So another thing I wanted to touch on is speaking of the Sixers, because Andre Iguodala played for the Sixers. Um, That going James Harden, man. Let me see if I can pull that up. It might be right here. Um, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, we of course you never know what happens behind the scenes. But he skipped the last couple of preseason games. Preseason over, I think. We're waiting on Tuesday now for the NBA season to start. Like I said, I'm gonna get more into the NBA on Monday. I set a time and I put something on my community wall. But I don't know, man. Like I think no matter what, I think he already hurt his own value. I think certain teams. I mean, some teams is gonna. I mean, Harden still could give you something. So some teams is gonna give him a shot. But I don't know if. I don't think he's gonna have a lot of interest. Um, you know, he opted in, so I guess somebody would have to pick up that 35 million that he opted into. He keeps saying Daryl Morey screwed him over and all this stuff. We don't know how true that is or not true that is. But I just think just look at his track record. And James Harden, um, if you want to go to the Hall of Fame route, he's going to make it. He's done too many things in this league. The way he scored the basketball, he's just a dynamic talent. In Houston, I just think, even though Houston tried to give him help there, I think he didn't have enough help. Going against the Warriors was just too much. They was in his way. He lost to them a couple of times. Um, like Westbrook, that was a good pairing maybe, but Westbrook just, I think he needed another actual star, so that's probably why he tried to go to Brooklyn with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And that was during the COVID situation, so Kyrie was in and out. Durant got hurt, so he wound up, being on that team by himself. He didn't like that. Go to Philadelphia. Embiid, like I said, Embiid a little injury prone too, and he was hurt last year in the playoffs. Harden had some good playoff games. He had the big, what was it, 46 points against Boston. Had Boston down 3-2, but they couldn't finish the job. Um, then this happens in the offseason with Morey. Him and Morey was in Houston together as well. So I'm not saying he's lying or he's over exaggerating. We don't know. I just curious to see what it is to justify, because this to me he's still wrong as well for doing what he's doing. Um, so as reports, the Clippers is where he really want to go. That's been put out there. Um, but I mean, you're gonna be for um, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George has been hurt a lot of the time. Westbrook, will they move Westbrook for him, or will Westbrook go to the bench? So that's an issue dynamic. Like, what would the Clippers give up for him? Um, I think it'll work because I think if he won't have to be the scorer. He could just be a point guard. He's good at running the point, so I think he'll fit in with the Clippers. Um, but yeah, they were saying Terrence Mann, was what somebody, what the Clippers wouldn't don't want to give up Terrence Mann. They actually just gave him a rite of passage to say you're going to start. We value you here, so don't worry about it. I think that was smart to do that. If you don't want to move somebody, let them know if their name is being brought up in rumors or something like that. So I think that was good for the Clippers to get out in front of that. So Terrence Mann can focus on basketball, so you don't have to worry about being traded. Um, Now, see, since they did that, then they wound up trading them. Then that is, to me, yeah, I'd be upset, because you basically just now that's to me lying. And I don't know what happened with Harden in his situation, but it's just unfortunate. Um, and I like him as a player. I just don't, the Brooklyn day. I think the Brooklyn day could have worked if he was more patient. Um, I really thought that could work. Philly, I think if he stays in Philly, I think the Sixers. I still got them. Like I said, I still got them under Boston and Milwaukee, but they would definitely be third. With a healthy Embiid, and him, Terrence. Tyrese Maxey is starting to come on. He's going to have a bigger role if Harden wind up does leaving. So, Tobias Harris. So they still got a good team. Oh, sorry about that. My controller fell. They still got a good team. I just don't, just the way he's going about this. I just don't understand. I'm gonna put it that way. I don't have a problem with it because I don't know. Maybe he had a legit reason to be upset. Um, but so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that he's able to figure it out. So, but if he stays at Philly, I think the Sixers will still be competitive. If he leaves, of course they get a little bit weaker in that Eastern Conference. But like I said, in the East is definitely Milwaukee and Boston. I think like I said, they separated themselves from everybody else. The Heat, you know, I mean, you still got Butler and Bam, but we can see what the core do um, to help the Heat. Um, so it's interesting. But we'll talk about all that on Monday. We ain't gonna get into predictions and all that. But like I said, I'm gonna spend all day tomorrow, and I'm gonna write my notes. And I'm gonna go live again on Monday. I'll probably do that in the afternoon though. Probably don't do it so early in the morning because I'm gonna be watching my football all day tomorrow. Speaking of that, like I said, it's gonna be Monday. Like I said, I'm gonna do all give you my playoff teams, all my predictions for the NBA. What's up, B? I know it's late on your end. I plan on I'm gonna do some Rumble today. I'm gonna go live, but after I do this stream, I'm gonna probably take like an hour break or so. So what time is it now? I probably got I'm about to get into the American football, the NFL. I'm gonna run through that real quick, and then so I say I got about maybe 20 minutes left on this stream. So I can say about one ish. Yeah, I say about 1 o'clock. So what's that? 7 o'clock your time? I'll be ready. I plan on with the stream, right? We're gonna play that weekend game first. Um, for we probably only play that for about a half hour. Then we'll play party mode for maybe an hour, depends on how that go, and then we'll do competitive the rest of the stream. So if you're cool with that, we can join up together and play. Um, um, yeah. So thank you for being here. By the way, like I said, I know you're not a sports guy, but yeah, 7 p.m. your time. That's my plan. So if I get this stream done by about 12:15 my time, you know, I should be ready. Um, Before then, I don't know. I just want to take a little break, maybe get me something to eat. Since I'm gonna try to do 3 hours, might fix me something to eat. and eat something, and then I get on. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so um, yeah, you have been, man. You have been. I'm number one supporter, especially the last few weeks. So I appreciate you, man. Um, yeah, I got up to. I'm at 161 now, 161 subscribers. So that happened over like one of the nights I went to sleep, woke up in the morning, it was at 161. So steadily growing, So I appreciate all the support, man. Um, yeah, so let me go ahead and finish my content and then so I could get ready because I definitely want to get on the Rumble today. I've been playing it. It's been fun. I've been playing. They got the spooky Jazzy Junction weekend. I played on the map a couple times. It's a fun map. So hopefully we get into all that. I played that new party mode too with the popping the balloons. I still gotta get used to that, but I actually beat the boss with a group, so that was fun as well. So can't wait to get into all that. All right, so let's get into the NFL. Big weekend this week in the NFL. Let me pull up the schedule here. Um, let's look back on Thursday night football though. Jaguars defeated the New Orleans Saints 31-24, and it wound up being a good game. Jags looked like they was going to run away with the game, but Saints fought back, actually tied it at 24. Um, then they actually was on a goal line to tie the game. The tight end dropped the wide open pass that was hurtful. Um, so they wound up losing by 7. But I think the Saints still probably could win that division. The Jags, I think, have separated themselves now in the South. Um, Now they 5-2. I don't still put them in the elite class yet. I still think they growing. They a young team anyway, but they showed me a lot um, Thursday night. So we'll see if they can. I think they about to go on a bye. I think the Saints do play next week. Um, so that was a good game. Oh, that was cool, man. Spent the night with your classmates. That was fun. That was cool. I ain't never did nothing like that. Well, I kind of did. I was in when I was in high school. I was in a JRTC, which is like an army program for the army, and we used to go to army bases and spend the weekend. Well, I only did it once though. I ain't like it. It was too cold. You had to get up 5 in the morning and do physical training and all this. I mean, I ain't mind that part, but just getting up early and it was cold. I don't like the cold at all. I don't like the cold. So I went there one time my freshman year and I ain't go back again. Okay, bro, take your time. Take your time. I'm gonna just go ahead and go through these NFL games. Um, but yeah, so that's the only thing I ever did as far as spending the night with classmates and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't like it, So then you had to worry about somebody was gonna flip your bed. They used to throw water on you, do little pranks and stuff. So it was annoying. But that was a long time ago for me. That was over 20 years ago. Um, okay, yeah. So Saints for what they fell to 3-4, and the Jaguars are now 5-2. So they definitely in control of that AFC South. I like Houston still. I think Houston. I think the Colts are going to start now that Minshew is the starter. I think they going to start hitting some bumps in the road. I think it's going to start this week with the Browns. We're going to get into that in a second. Um, and what's the other team? The Titans. I don't know what's going on with the Titans, man. They got. I think they, like I said, I think they need to move on for Ryan Tannehill. In the NFC South, the Buccaneers, I think they're going to hang around for a while, and Atlanta. The Panthers are done. They just young, they growing. They 0-6. I don't see them making no comeback. A lot of people picked them to win the division, but I don't see. Like I said, I didn't see how with Bryce Young in his first year, but C.J. Stroud for Houston, he's played very, very well. And of course, Anthony Richardson is out for the year, which is unfortunate for Indianapolis. So they're your top 3 quarterbacks right there. Um, but Stroud is definitely off to the best start out of the 3 for sure. Um, All right, so let's get into these games. It's not a lot of games. I mean, I think it's a shorter week. Let's see who's on the bye. Let me go down and because there's a lot of teams on the bye this week. Yeah, Bengals, Cowboys, Titans, Jets, Panthers, and Texans all on the bye. So that cuts the games. What is that? 13 games. I mean, they already played one, so we only going to go through 12 games. Got my big, got my big 5 games here. I always write the notes for that. Um, all right, Raiders at Bears. Um, Raiders, of course, lost Jimmy. I think they already declared him out this week. Justin Fields is out, so this is going to be. I don't know how this game. It's hard for me to pick this game, but I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I just think they're a little bit better on the defensive side of the ball, um, and I think they're gonna terrorize whoever the Bears backup is. I don't even know who the Bears backup is. So we'll see what goes on with that game, but that game is probably not even watchable if you're a football fan, unless you're fans of those teams. Browns and Colts. Cleveland. Like I said, big win coming off the big win against the Niners last week. Their defense is on a tear. They break it like if they keep this pace, they're going to break a lot of records. Um, Deshaun Watson's still out, but they went with P.J. Walker. I like P.J. Walker. People was clowning P.J. Walker, but P.J. Walker he's stable. He's not, of course, he's not a starter, but he's stable. He got a lot of experience. I think they were smart for them because they threw the UCLA kid in there and he got demolished. So I think that was good that they went to P.J. Walker. He got the more experience. And I think they're going to squeak out a win against the Colts. I think that Brown defense is going to be all over Gardner Minshew. Now he's the starter. Um, so, but I think now that he's played a lot this year, he got a lot of tape on him. I think the Browns will win that game. Bills at Patriots. Did that make my pick 5? Yeah, it did. Um, it was hard to pick 5 games this week. It's 2 big games for sure, but it was hard to pick through these games this week. Patriots on a free for all. Like they look done. They look done. Oh wow, 6 years old. You can gamble at 6. You can't gamble here till what? I think 21. I believe. I don't even think they wait to 18. A lot of our bitch markets is 18. Like you can't do pretty much nothing till you're 18, and some things you can't do till you're 21. so, so that's crazy because now they legal. Well, gambling is starting to get more accepted here. Now we know it was certain states you couldn't gamble at all, but now it's pretty much our whole country. Now we can gamble. So, oh okay. Well, I can understand if you've been gambling since you were 6 years old. I can understand how it could be an addiction. That's why I stay away from it. I love sports, and I know a lot about sports. I gambled a little bit here and there. I've been casinos and stuff like that. But as far as like steadily gambling, no, I always stay. I weigh the risks. If the risks make me basically if I think twice about it, I just don't do it. I walk away. So it's easier for me. But I understand if you've been doing this since you were 6, then man, especially if you come here, man. And I'm not tipping you to come here, but I'm just saying here is a lot of stuff you can gamble on, a lot of things, especially sports wise and other things, man. I mean, I would recommend coming here and gamble. As I would say, if you're addicted already, whew, man, you'll love it over here as far as gambling wise. Um, the Bills, the Buffalo Bills, they are just an up and down team. They have so many highs and then so many lows. They almost lost to the Giants last week. But this game is a division game, so this could be closer than we think. But I think the Bills will dominate this game. The Patriots, I think, all the stuff swirling around Coach Belichick and all that, like they're not going to fire him. So I wish people just stop saying that. They're not going to fire Coach Belichick. I don't care if the Patriots lose the rest of their games. He might step down, or after the season, something might happen. But during this season, no, I don't see it. I don't see it happening at all. So people need to just stop that. But I do think he need to give up his personnel control. I think he need to do that. I really do. The Bills, like I said, the Bills are a good team. They just too shaky at certain times. But I think since they had a bad game last week. I think this could be potential. Excuse me, could be a blowout. But I think the Bills will win for sure. Uh, yeah, but that's good. You got control, man. You know, any addiction, man. It's tough. A drinking addiction, drug addiction, any addiction, even gambling. So that's good. You know, to be so young. See, like I said, I know other countries is different than ours, but you know, our country tries. I'm gonna say try because they still don't. They try to keep. They try to protect kids and keep kids from even being able to do certain things, but it's still being done anyway. It's just being done under the table. So, but I'm glad for you, bro, because trust me, when you get older, gambling, you know, that's something. You know, I'm not saying you know just do it in moderation because, like I said, I gamble. I used to gamble sometimes too. I don't do it a lot. I only play the lottery. I don't know if y'all have a lottery over there in Hungary where you play the lottery. It's like numbers come out every day. You can hit hit the numbers if you hit the numbers. So um, oh, okay, in the lottery. So you're allowed to play the lottery over there at 6 because over here you can't play the lottery. Like I said, I don't think until you're 18. So yeah, but yeah, I'm happy for you that you got control over it though, bro. Um, all right, let's get to the next game. Commanders at Giants. Another game. Um, I don't think Daniel Jones is back yet. But the Giants, like I said, they've been free falling as well. Commanders, they're another up and down team, more down than up. But we'll see what they do in this game. Like I said, this is a division game as well, so we'll see how both teams respond. I like the Giants fight though last week, um, but I don't know. I think the Commanders just better. And the offensive line played better for Howe. If Howe get protection, he can do some things with the football. I think I go with the Commanders um, in a close game. Now, did this game make my Big Five? Yes, it did. Falcons at Buccaneers, AFC South showdown, if you want to call it that. All right, come on, my my screen froze. Come on. It's not trying to scroll. Come on, scroll. I lost my screen. Might have to refresh it. But that game, this game, um, okay, is that like an alcohol drink? Let me see if I get the screen together. Yeah, it's not. I gotta refresh it. Yeah. Falcons though. Falcons, they've had they issues in a row on a road. This is a road game for them, so we'll see if they can bounce. It'll be a big win for them. Okay, it refreshed itself, so that's good. Let me scroll down. Go back about. Okay, a little more. I can get the rest of the games on the screen. Right there is fine. That's fine. Okay. Is it? I want to say this or live, but is it breast milk? Is that what you mean? I don't know if you try to say titty juice, or is it just juice? Because that's the first thing I thought about. Maybe it's my mind, my maybe it's in my mind, but yeah. But I remember you told me about your heart condition, so I know you can't. Yeah, like caffeine would definitely be bad, and alcohol, right? So okay. Um, yeah, but this is a big game in the division. I think the winner. I think somebody said it on. Oh, Tutti Frutti juice. It's like a can. Okay, okay, my bad. Tutti. I thought you was just trying to spell titty. Okay, all right, I get it now. I get it. But that was my mind. I blame myself for that. I'm thinking I got my mind somewhere else. Don't worry about that. But Yeah, this game, this is a big game. I think I agree with. I watched Nick Wright on First Day First. He said the winner of this game is probably going to win the division. I believe that. Um, and I think Atlanta, I think Atlanta is slightly maybe better than Tampa. I think they pretty even. But I'm gonna go with Tampa because they at home. Atlanta, like I said, they haven't played well on the road. So I guess I'm saying that Tampa probably gonna win this division. I think they'd be in the driver's seat. But if the Falcons win this game, I think they approve something. Um, so I think that's why I think this is a huge game going forward. If Atlanta could get this one, get their first road win, I think they probably start the roll. So we'll see what's going on with that. But I'm gonna go with Tampa though. They at home. It's hard for me to pick Atlanta. They have been different on the road. But this is a huge game in the South for sure. And I do think if whoever win this game will be the favorite to win the division. The Saints is right there. I picked the Saints at the beginning of the season, but the Saints to me, I don't know. They played well even though they lost, but I don't know. Um, but I think it's possible. I'm still gonna hang in with the Saints to win the division. I just think Derek Carr is just a little bit better than Baker and Ritter for Atlanta. But I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers to win this game though. All right, this is the biggest game for me as a fan of the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens at home against the Detroit Lions. Huge game for both teams. Lions trying to stay in playoff contention. They running away right now with their division. Ravens, of course, have teams breathing down their neck at 4-2. Been shaky all year. I watched the Ravens closely. I'm from Baltimore, so I follow them a lot. I don't like the way they looked overall during the season. Offense come and goes. The defense sometimes make a little bit of mistakes, but I think overall at 4-2 they in a good place. The Lions, a lot of people starting to get behind the Detroit Lions. Um, okay, that's fine. Yeah, George. Yeah, set it up for 1900. So what's that? 1 o'clock. I mean, yeah, 1 o'clock my time. But yeah, well that's 2 o'clock my time. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock your time, but 1 o'clock my time. All right, so it's right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Yeah, cause I'm gonna try to get through the stream and then I'm gonna take a little break. Probably fix me something quick to eat. Get something on my stomach since I'm gonna be on. Try to do 3 hours today. Um, but yeah, I'm excited about this game as a fan. Um, I believe in the Lions. I think what we saw happen to the Niners and the Eagles this week. I think Detroit is capable of beating those teams on a day. So, um, but I think this game is big. I think whoever win this game is going to help them going forward in the season as well. But as a fan, I can't go against my Ravens. I'm gonna pick them. I don't like them. I don't like this game for the Ravens. I don't like any game for the Ravens. I guess I'm just a nervous wreck for my team. But I think they could beat Detroit, but I think it's going to be definitely tough. Jared Goff, again, I give it praise to him. I've been down on him for years. For the last few years since he left LA, he's been great for Detroit, and that's why they win it. So I'm afraid he might have a huge game. We're gonna have to get to him, knock him down a little bit. Hopefully rat him a little bit. Other than that, it's gonna be a tough one. Lamar got to play one of his best games of the year. If all that happens, I think we got him. I think we can win that game. But it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be a good game. I can't wait till tomorrow to watch. All right, let's move on to the next game. Steelers at Rams. Steelers coming off a bye, 3-2. Rams at 3-3. Um, this game is weird. Steelers, of course, offensively they had issues, but defensively they can bring it. Rams, um, the rookie Noka has been playing well. I think Cooper Cup is starting to get his legs under him. Stafford been up and down though. Stafford been up and down, so we'll see if how he plays. But I think I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I think they had a bye. I think they're gonna be ready. Um, and me being a Ravens fan, saying this about the Steelers is hard, because they are a rival. But I just believe in the Coach Tomlin. I think he's going to get it done. I got the Steelers in a close one. Next game, Cardinals at Seahawks. Seattle at home. They always tough at home. Cardinals. Unfortunately, I think they start to um, lose a little bit of muster. It's another division game, so I think Seattle will be ready for them. Um, I think they'll win pretty handily over the Cardinals, but I like the way the Cardinals been fighting all year at 1-5. Seattle, like I said, another up and down team coming off a loss against Cincinnati, a game they could have won. Of course, their biggest win this year has been against the Lions, but I think they take care of business at home and beat their division rival, the Arizona Cardinals. A lot of division games this week, I noticed too. Packers Broncos. Packers coming off a bye. I think the Broncos is too, right? Or did they play last Thursday? Yeah, they played last Thursday, so it seemed like it. All right, come on, screen. Sorry about that. Trying to fix the screen so I can see the games. Okay. Go down just a little bit. All right, that's good enough. Good enough. Oh, down too much. Go up a little more. Oh, no. I hate this daggone screen. All right, that's fine. Forget it. Denver out. I mean, of course, it's a terrible season for them. If you look at, Russell Wilson didn't play well the last game. If you look at his overall numbers, he's played well overall. Green Bay, of course, Jordan Love, still learning. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go with Denver. They at home. Um, that's it. That's all. That's all I got. They at home. You can flip a coin with this game. I think Green Bay is capable of winning this game. Green Bay is actually favorite by a point. Um, but this Denver Broncos, the defense was really been bad. But I just think Russ gonna be able to have a decent game. I think Green Bay's defense still coming along. I think they'll squeeze out a win against the Packers on Sunday. Chargers Chiefs, that made my big five. Just because the Chiefs now, to me, is to me right now the best team in football, despite the Niners losing, the Eagles losing. I just think the Chiefs again is going to be that team. Um, oh, so you don't call it football? You don't call it soccer over there, huh? I mean, you do call it soccer. I know pretty much all over the world, other than here in America, we call it soccer, and we got our football. But I know they say American football, mostly all over the world. So that's kind of unique to know that. Um, Chargers, man, what's the Chargers? They shoot themselves in the foot too much. Again, Monday night was bad for them against Dallas. Then you coming off a short week. Chiefs have been dominating this division. Um, Everybody keep thinking, keep saying the Chargers coming, but they keep hitting the wall. So until they do something, I'm not going to believe in the Chargers. So I think the Chiefs will win this game. I don't have no doubt about it. It could be a fun game. It could be a shootout with Herbert and Pat Mahomes throwing the ball all over the place. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs to win this game and to really solidify themselves in the West and in the AFC. All right, we got 2 games left. Dolphins and Eagles. This is probably the biggest game of the week. Everybody looking forward to. Um, uh, Miami, of course, offensively just on fire. Tyreek Hill um, on pace for over 2,000 yards receiving. Um, Tua has been healthy, so the offense has been rolling. The defense, to me, has been a little bit disappointing. I thought they'd be better on defense. Of course, Jalen Ramsey's out, but even with him out, I just thought they'd still be a decent defensive team. So, could the Eagles take advantage of that? Jalen Hurts been up and down this year. I haven't liked the way the Eagles looked overall all year, and they finally caught up to them last week. Um, so, we'll see. I try to explain it, B. Basically, um, you you move the football down the field. You defend your goal with with few scores, a touchdown. Um, so I mean that's pretty much it. It's similar to rugby. If you're familiar with rugby, it's somewhat similar to that. It's just we could football got forward passes. Um, but that's the main objective. Basically, defend your goal. Um, it's 100-yard field. Um, and I recommend just watching the game. You know, that'll really cause like me in hockey, like I understand hockey, but there's still certain rules I don't get in hockey. Like certain like the little small rules I don't understand. I know the objective is score the goal, but as far as like certain rules I still don't understand. But yeah, football, like I said, it's similar to rugby, but it's still a whole different game than rugby. Um, but yeah, I recommend you just watching a clip or two, a few highlights, and then you sort of understand. Um, but yeah, this is a Sunday night football game in Philadelphia. But Miami is just so hot right now. There's no way I could pick against the against the Dolphins. I think they win. I think the Eagles would have to start looking in the mirror. Um, but see, the Eagles could mess this game up if that defensive line holds up against the Miami offensive line. I think that's going to be the key. If the Eagles can get some penetration, get pressure on Tua, slow that offense down, I think they have a shot. But if they don't, and Tyreek Hill able to run free, and Miami got a good running game as well, if they able to incorporate that, basically whoever wins up in front, I think will win this game. Eagles got a good offensive line as well, but and I think I only seen about one or two Eagles games, but I think they trying to make Hurts be too much of a passer. I don't know. I believe if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Eagles' strength is running the ball. Same way about the Ravens. I feel the same way about the Ravens. They trying to, you know, yeah, it's good to be able to throw the football, but if your strength is running the ball, run the ball. Like I don't get it. Just run the football and play off the pass. Play action off the passing. I think that's what the Eagles need to do. Run the read option more. I think they run that less. And I understand you don't want to get the quarterbacks hurt. You don't want to get Jalen Hurts hurt. You don't want to get Lamar hurt. I understand that aspect of it, but you got to go to your strengths overall. And I think they be trying to pass the ball first and set up the run. No, I think you need to run the ball. That's your strength. You got a big offensive line. The Eagles got one of the best offensive lines in football. Use your strength. So if the Eagles could do that, they got a chance. But I think Miami's gonna put up a lot of points. I don't think the Eagles will be able to keep up. So I'm gonna go with the Dolphins to win that game tomorrow night. And Monday Night Football, Niners try to rebound from their first loss. They go against the Minnesota Vikings. Um, Niners, I'm not gonna give them excuses, but they did lose a lot of people. Christopher Cash got hurt, and Debo Samuel got hurt during the game, so that slowed Brock Purdy down a little bit. And that Cleveland defense is just like I said. The Cleveland defense is unbelievable. It's kind of underrated because people not really talking about it a lot. But um, that Cleveland defense was that's why Brock Purdy looked at normal. But Minnesota, they won last week against the Bears. I mean, I guess that means something. It's a division win, but Kirk Cousins, he basically said he don't want to be traded. He got a no trade clause. So if he don't waive it, I don't think he's going to be moved. There's certain teams that could use him though. No, like I said, no Justin Jefferson. So I think the Niners going to be able to slow down. I'd be surprised if Minnesota get 10 points or I don't think they're gonna score much. I think the Niners going to just pound it, and I think they're going to take care of business in Minnesota Monday night. So I'm gonna go with the Niners there. So like I said, only 13 games this week. Like I said, Bengals, Cowboys, Titans, Jags. I mean, Jets, Carolina Panthers, and the Houston Texans. They are all on buys this week. So that means it was only 13 games this week. So that means it's only 12 games. 11 games Sunday, and then the Monday night game, of course, by itself. All right, so we got through week 7. Those are my picks. Appreciate it. We got 2 people in here. I know one of them is B. So that's pretty much it, man. I'm about to shut this thing down, but I did say I had an announcement to make, so I'm going to make the announcement now. Um, we got some college. We got, well, wait a minute. We got some big college football. I'm not a big college football fan myself, but Penn State, Ohio State. That's a huge game today. That's probably the biggest game. So check that out. I think Colorado play again today. I want to see if they bounce back from losing. So some interesting college football on the day. That's pretty much it. I think it's some big fights in the UFC. I'm trying to get into the UFC, but it's some big fights tonight on the UFC as well. So there's other sports other than football and basketball and baseball to follow. But the UFC is kind of cool. I'm more of a boxing guy. I grew up watching boxing, so but the UFC is kind of fun to watch as well. So, but it's a big fight tonight at the UFC. I can't name the fighters. Don't ask me that. I'll have to look that up. But I know it's a big fight. I've been seeing a lot of advertisements about it. So I think this is a huge fight, and maybe I just don't understand. Um, but yeah, man. Like I said, thank you guys again. Thank you, B. Thank you everybody who's been supporting the channel. It was late. Like I said, the channel been slowly growing. So I appreciate you guys. But like I said, I've been okay, B. I see you around one. Let me see. What time is it? 12:16. Give me 1:30. Give me 1:30. About 1:30. I might be on about 1:30. So I'm gonna fix me something to eat. I think I better eat. I was gonna just jump right into it, but I said no. I better eat something because then I'm gonna be distracted if I don't eat. So give me about 1:15 ish, 1:30. Um, so in your language, about 19:15 or 19:30, I try to be there. Um, okay, let's see. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Yeah. Basically, everybody know people that's close to me know. Um, I lived in Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, my whole life. I moved to New Jersey last late February of this year. Been trying to, things started off well. Things was going well out here. Um, but it's been hard to find work and stuff like that. I was staying with a friend of mine, but I decided to move back home to Baltimore. So that's what I'm doing. That's my announcement. So far as what it has to do with the channel is, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go live and stuff like that because I'm going to stay with somebody else again. So I pretty much got to start over again. Find a job, all that stuff. So I'm gonna be busy, and I don't know if how much space I have. I don't pretty much know nothing yet. As far as who I know who I'm staying with, and shout out to him, my big brother Warren. He's helping me out. So I'm gonna go. Stay with him. I can help him out. He just had surgery on his knee, so I know he might need my help with certain things as well, just certain stuff around the house. Things of that nature. So that's basically what I'm gonna be doing. So so I don't know. If when I'm gonna be able to go live again, I'm gonna go live Monday again. You know, for the NBA. But as far as live streams, my blog, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to record. I'm not gonna have the space or the privacy to record my blogs. Um, I might can still do like videos, like my Ninja Turtles videos and all my video game playthroughs. I still probably be able to do those. But as far as the blog, I might have to shut this down for a while. So that's my big thing I wanted to let you guys know. I wanted to make things more official. I've been contemplating it for the last month. But yeah, that's how I decided to do. So after Monday, I don't know how many blogs I'm gonna be able to do. We're gonna do the Thursday day. We're gonna do. So I'm gonna be on twice next week. Monday for the NBA, and then Thursday, Wednesday for Thursday night football. I don't even know what the game is next week. I don't remember what the game is next week, but we'll preview that. So that's what's going on with me. That's why I appreciate y'all support. Over the years, I've had to take breaks. Life, you got to take care of your life. You can't, life. I still gotta work. I still got a job. Gotta find a job. So, um, until this channel really grows, I still gotta have a 9 to 5. So, But I just want to take this time to say, like I said, thanks my big brother Warren. Shout out to him. I'm gonna have to give him a call because he been calling me. I'm not good. Like I said, I'm not a phone person. But I appreciate him being supportive. Um, my friend Vet Shockley that I stay with, she opened up her home. I met her family, met her kids. We was friends before this. We've been friends for a long time, but we lost contact. So for her to trust me and let me stay in her home, I appreciate her a lot. We talked about it yesterday. It was, I held back. I was emotional. I'm sad. I like it out here. I'm in Paulsboro, New Jersey. The people out here is nice. Um, but it's just, it's hard to move around out here. You gotta pretty much come here with something. I came here with nothing, so it was hard. My job cut my hours, so that sucked. So that made things harder as well. Um, and you can't live nowhere for free, So I've been, giving her what I can, and I appreciate her patience. So I want to say thank you to her. Um, I'm not gonna name this person, but I told this person that she made the decision for me easier. I've been enjoying talking to you the last couple of weeks. I can't wait to see you. Hopefully we can grow into something. I'm gonna leave your name. I'm not gonna say your name because we still try to work things out, and I know you want to keep things private. So do I. So I just want to say I really do care about you. So I can't wait to see you when I come back home. To all my sisters, to everybody who's been supportive of the channel. I thank you all. Um, thank you for the patience. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm moving back home. So I don't know how I'm gonna be able to keep up with the channel. I might have to shut the channel down for a while. So that was my big announcement. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. Join me at I'm gonna say 1:30. 1:30. Crash Team Rumble live with my man B. B will be on the mic. I don't know if y'all be able to hear him, but we're gonna play a little Crash Team Rumble. Um, so come join me for that. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Thank you guys for joining me for this live. I appreciate you guys so much. Peace and love always. I love you guys, man. I see y'all Monday. So we're gonna have two more streams on the blog before then. Um, and like I said, I'm still gonna be able to do videos and stuff like that. Hopefully around what I gotta deal with. I know when I get home, what I'm really dealing with. But yeah. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Peace and love, everybody. I love everybody, man. Everybody that support me, I love you all. Peace and love. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I see you guys soon. Thank you.